What is up, guys? The worst advice I ever got in terms of doing business was to follow my passion, and that is why I got stuck many years, and that is why most people, maybe you, are still stuck. It is because you think you have to follow your passion. It's the biggest lie that you can tell anyone who wants to make money online or start a business. Follow your passion, that is a big fat lie. If you're new to this channel, my name is Gert Leroy. I built the Underwater Squad, a global freediving community that gave me full financial freedom. This channel is about my lifestyle, how I created that freedom, and if you want to know how, then join my free community, Start Your School, link in description. Alright, so why is this idea that you have to follow your passion or find your passion and then turn that into a business a complete lie or wrong advice? Well, many reasons, and first one is that your passion changes over time. I mean, yes, there are people who acquire a certain skill or passion when they're young and then they keep on doing that for the rest of their life, but that's not me. And if you're watching my videos and you kind of relate somehow a little bit with me, then you probably are a bit like me. And I go through waves in my life, so my passion can be this for a couple of years and then it can turn into something else. So if you base your business upon your passion, that might not be the right strategy. When I was around 24, I started doing Taekwondo martial arts. And a couple of years later, well, I stopped doing Taekwondo and then I started doing Latin dances. Then for at least 10 years of my life, I was crazy about Latin dances. And then I kind of stopped doing Latin dance. And now I'm a freediver, so for 10 years I've been freediving, which is absolutely fantastic. And I will always be a freediver, and I'm running a community on the Skool platform, skool.com/underwatersquad, where I have this global freediving community that pays for my bills. But in the same time, I also started doing something else, which is Muay Thai. So back to martial arts, the Taekwondo, when I was 24. So I'm in Thailand now, I'm practicing the national sport of Thailand's Muay Thai. I have many passions, and sometimes I jump from one passion into another, and then I forget about this passion, but 10 years later I pick up on that old passion again. Waves, ups, downs, waves, different energies. That's how I go through life. So if you are looking for that one passion and then build your business around that, you're always gonna kind of run behind the facts, or you're gonna be insatisfied, because what is your passion right now might soon turn into something that you're not really passionate about anymore. Another reason why follow your passion is terrible advice is because when you actually do that and you start building a business around your passion, now your passion is no longer your hobby, it becomes your work. So the moment you start to have to do something, it is no longer something that you want to do. It is no longer something that you want to do whenever you feel like. When you have a passion, for instance, playing ping pong, you don't want to play ping pong every day, right? You play ping pong whenever you feel like playing ping pong. And that's the beauty about having a passion and a hobby. You decide when you want to do it, and if there is a day you don't want to do it, then you don't do it. But if it becomes your job, now you're stuck into this rhythm of doing the same thing every day, and on top of that you're dealing with deadlines, you're dealing with structures, you're dealing with systems. When you have decided to make money with the thing that you're passionate about, then now suddenly it becomes something that is responsible for you paying the bills, and more often than not your passion turns into something now that is more an obligation. So that's a terrible idea. I mean, a passion should be something that you look forward to and that you want to practice whenever you decide you want to practice it, and not because you have to do it, because now it depends on your financial status. You have to pay the bills. And another reason, and this in my opinion is probably the most important reason, is that a lot of people, maybe you are misusing this idea. You are actually abusing this idea of I have to find my passion before I can start my business. You're using this as an excuse. You're telling yourself, well, I haven't found my passion yet, so how can I start a business yet, because I don't know what is my passion. So I should take time for myself and go on a 1-year retreat or whatever it is to find myself and to find my passion. And when I have found my passion, then I will start my business. Anyone with a little bit of common sense knows that this is procrastination. It is subconscious procrastination. We people, human beings, we are masters in lying to ourselves. We are masters in coming up with excuses. So what better excuse can you find to not start your own business than this one? Well, I haven't found my passion yet, so I should just go live my life first and spend years of my life trying to figure out what it is exactly that I want, and then only then I'm gonna start my business. Come on guys, don't be like that. You are merely making a fool of yourself. And if that is your attitude, if that is how you go about starting a business, then basically you're just full of shit. I mean, it has to be said, most people are full of shit. Most people that talk about what they want to do, they never take action. If you want to be a person who is not full of then start something right now. Don't wait until you have found the perfect topic, the perfect niche, your passion, or even the perfect strategy or the perfect business model, because those things, they only exist inside of your head. They are an illusion. The only thing that truly matters and that gets you forward is to start right now. By the way, start your school. It's for free. Link in description. Paralysis by over-analysis. You think so much about something that you become paralyzed. You cannot take action anymore. What holds you back from taking action is thinking too much. Just start something and you will tweak it as you go, as you proceed into this journey of making money online or whatever business it is. You do not come to answers, you do not find answers by sitting down on a chair and thinking about how things should be. That's not how it works. You come to the right answers by starting something, by being busy, by doing something, and along the way you will encounter certain issues, you will come to certain understandings, and those moments will give you more clarity, will give you answers to your questions, but you gotta start. What is far more important than passion is actual discipline. I'm here in Chiang Mai, which is considered like a digital nomad spot in the north of Thailand, and I see a lot of workshops about finding your passion or finding your true goal in life, or how to stay motivated, how to stay inspired, and all of this, in my opinion, is complete. Love me or hate me, that's fine. It's and I will tell you why, because you don't need to be inspired every day. What you need is discipline. This idea of being inspired or motivated is just emotion. So you're basically chasing emotions, you're chasing dopamine. When you drink a coffee and you get caffeinated and the next 2 hours you feel like, wow, the world is on fire and I can work and I feel like I'm gonna move the world right now. Yeah, that's because you got caffeine in your brain and you feel different, and then the feeling goes away. It's the same with feeling inspired or feeling motivated. You cannot depend on feelings. What you can depend on, however, is discipline. You don't need to be motivated. You need to be disciplined. If you do every day what you have to do, then you will get there. So shift your focus from I have to be motivated, I have to be inspired, I have to follow my passion, to I just am going to do whatever I have to do to make this work. Now, does that mean that you will not feel passion at all in your job and in the things you're doing? Absolutely not. I feel a lot of passion in the things I do, but the passion might come from different angles. And here is the fun thing about this. So we all know this scene of sell me this pen from the Wolf of Wall Street, right? So a person, a salesperson who sells you a pen, is this person passionate about a pen? Of course not. But he or she is passionate about the sales process. So this is the beauty. When you choose a certain topic and you're going to build your business around this, you will fall in love with the whole process of managing that business. So let's say your business is about selling pens and you are not passionate about a pen. I'm not passionate about a pen either. But if I would have a business that sells pens, and I would come up with systems and with marketing strategies, and I would be genius about marketing these pens, then I would be passionate about just that, about the marketing, about coming up with ideas. I would be passionate about waking up in the morning and implementing a new marketing strategy so I can sell those pens. I'm not passionate about the pens, I'm passionate about the whole business building around it. And that's eventually the situation you have to go through. And many people, starters, they don't understand this. So maybe you, if you're watching this with the idea of I want to start my business, you think you have to be passionate about the product or the service that you're selling. No, you don't, because you're gonna change your mind. You might be passionate. Let's say you sell natural, vegan supplements, whatever, and you're passionate about this. In 5 years from now, you might not be passionate about this anymore. Maybe you're not a vegan anymore, who knows? But you became passionate about the whole business around it, the marketing, the networking, everything. So that is what will bring you further into your journey of being an entrepreneur running a business. You have to somehow start loving the process, not falling in love with the process, because then again you are emotionally attached to it, but loving the process and being able to shift if the process at a certain point would not work anymore. For instance, marketing, it changes all the time. So for instance, you have a certain sales funnel right now, which is working well, but next year it might not work anymore because, well, the world changes, the internet changes, the way people buy, it all changes. Then you have to be able to make that shift. And a big question you should ask yourself is, talking about passion, do you really want to pursue passion? Is this really what you want? Do you want to feel passion in your job? Why is it that you are working? Think about that. I work to have financial freedom. So whether I feel passion in my job or not, it's not really that important. I do feel passion about running the business, but even if I wouldn't, it's not important, because the passion I feel, the contentment I feel, comes from me living the life that I can live right now. So the life I'm having, traveling Southeast Asia, spending my time in Thailand now, a beautiful country, practicing my sports, I do whatever I want, I go have a coffee whenever I want. Basically, I just decide 100% over my life. So I have financial freedom, and that is possible because I am running my business. Whether I feel passion for that particular business or not, it's irrelevant. I feel passion for my life, and my life became possible because I run this online business. So guys, if you want to have this life as well, this life that I am living, traveling and going wherever you want and do whatever you want while working, because I'm always working every day, working remotely, sitting in coffee shops, sitting on a little bit too expensive coffees or matcha lattes, but still working. If that is the life that you want, then stop thinking about passion and start building something first. And if you want to build something first, I can help you with that. You can join my free group, Start Your School. The link is in the description. And if you want to see another video on how the system wants you weak instead of strong, then watch this video here. Peace.